Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. Before we get started, I'm trying something new here with the camera as far as the setting. I wasn't really paying too much attention all these months, but my webcam thing saves it as an FLV file, and then I convert it to an MP4 to put on my website. But now I put the raw FLV file up here to Facebook. But now I found a setting that'll just save it as an MP4, both for my website and and this. So we'll just see if there's any difference. Probably not. Anyway, today I'd like to talk about and I'm going to continue on for a few days or a while, some of my students. And the reason I bring it up is because these people I have learned so much from, as far as being a person, humanity, you name it. And I think that while their names may not be famous to you, to me they're as great as any other athletes that I've heard of. They're just wonderful people. And today's first guy was, however you want to word it, is the very first Tri-C program enrollee. And for those of you who don't know the Tri-C program, that's my long-distance training program. His name is Paul Dodds, D-O-D-D-S, and he's from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, Great Britain, United Kingdom, planet Earth. And he is just an amazing guy. He's put up with me for a long time now, and I don't know how he does it. Must be that British, aristocracy of his. He's just a great guy, and he's not a big man. He's, I guess, converted to American. He's like 5'7" when he first started training. When he was about 135 pounds, soaking wet, and he's a classic case in point of a true success in the Tri-C program, and why my program, I think that he is very unique in that you never know what you're going to end up doing in the program. It's not like everybody follows the same videos and so on. It's not like that. He ended up coming from a background in Wing Chun, 13 years, I believe, at that time, and while of course he learned catch wrestling, he ended up gravitating more towards the boxing and, of all things, the fitness. So much so that he set 2 world records in fitness. One was here in Chicago when he came for training, and it was kind of like a fitness marathon. And the other was back when he was in the UK, and he set a world record in the squat thrusts. Now he's embarking on weight training, strength training, powerlifting, and he's going to succeed in that too. I've met his family. They've come out here. His brother, his mother, his father. I don't know if you're going to find a better family anywhere, any place. Their kindness, their sincerity, their generosity, their love, above all, is something that's really startling. And I tease Paul, sometimes mercilessly, but I love it because he teases me back, and he gives it to me. As much as he gets, he gives even more, and he's really cool. And we had a mutual friend. He was probably the closest person in the world to me, Uncle Vinny. And Uncle Vinny met Paul on numerous occasions when Paul would come over here to train. And Uncle Vinny used to say, he's the toughest son of a bitch in the world, because he was just so little and just so, the guy never quit. He's like the Energizer Bunny. They probably don't know what that is over there. But the Energizer Bunny, for those of you who don't know, is a little Energizer battery, and you would put the batteries in, and they would say the Energizer Bunny keeps on going and going and going. But you know what happens if you put the batteries in backwards? The bunny keeps on coming and coming and coming. But anyway, we got to keep this clean. The moral of the story is the guy just wouldn't quit, okay? And the thing I've learned from Paul is he's faced adversity in his life, as we all have. And he has, out of everyone I've ever met, He has the most indomitable spirit there is. When you hear this, never give up, that's him. He doesn't give up. And believe me, I'm not going to reveal things about him in a public forum like this because they're of a private nature. But let's just say at 5'7", he is the tallest man that I've ever met in my life. He stands head and shoulders above everybody. And I'm honored to be his friend. And for everything I ever taught him, any technique or any, thing, he's taught me so much more. His dignity, his sense of humor, and it's self-deprecating, okay? I mean, the guy makes fun of himself, yet he does it in a way that when I maybe first met him, he might have beat himself up, low self-esteem kind of way. Not now. He says it just like the giant that he is. And the man has complete humility. There's not an arrogant bone in his body. I don't know what to say other than, who was the winner here? Me. I got to meet somebody who's going to be a lifelong friend. I got to meet his family. So for those of you who are in the UK, and Newcastle, that's all I can tell you. I'm not, firmed up on all the geography. I have referred some people to him, but it always seems a matter of distance. They're too far away to travel, to train with him. But his catch wrestling is awesome. His boxing is, he really is good with his boxing movement. And, of course, his fitness. And that's the main thing. His fitness is extraworldly. He happens to be on my circuit breaker video. So if any of you have the circuit breaker video, that's Paul Dodds. And as a matter of fact, when we filmed that circuit breaker video, that's when he was here for that. That's when he set that one of the world records. Tremendous. Okay, knows an awful lot. So I just want to pay a little tribute to him and to tell him personally, if he's watching this, because I know he does check out some of the videos. You're my inspiration, Paul. When I was going through tough times personally and stuff, and you were there for me, you kept me going. And it has others, and I will be getting to them later this week. But you are a hell of a person, Paul, and I'm a better man. And my friends and family who have come into contact with you are better people for knowing you. So I want to say thank you there. And on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to see you guys here tomorrow. And I've got a lot of stuff that I have to do today. So I'm going to get to it. Chop, chop. Thank you all for listening, and I appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.